All of what I'm telling you now, the next couple of minutes, is part of what academia summarizes as the third generation of optimization techniques, where markets are no longer efficient in the basic assumptions, but adaptive, where us as market participants are no longer rational, but bounded in our rationality, where the approach to understanding capital markets, and is it a specific asset class like residential or commercial real estate, is no longer driven by correlation-based analysis, but causality-based analysis, which is nothing else than trying to understand what is and not how it appears, right? Really understanding whether this asset is worth an investment. So this is the third generation. Now, each single one of us, no matter what's the asset class, the strategy, the geography, at the decision point, when taking a decision whether to invest or not, is influenced by each respective investment decision support system. And that's displayed here. Me as an investment decision maker, I am influenced in my investment decision by my choice architecture, by behavioral considerations. The choice architecture consists of procedural aspects, and they are rather commonly known, right? It matters what's my investment philosophy for my portfolio in general, but also for a particular asset class. What are the principles I follow? What's my investment strategy? Depending on how explicit I have defined those, it gives me a strategic guidance into an investment decision. Where we all are normally well educated from a formal educative point of view is the toolbox at the to the bottom right side, namely data, sourcing data, then assessing the data through technology with specific assessment methods, right? When it's about location in real estate, that's nice to say, but it's pretty useless at the same time because it doesn't help me to understand the causal drivers, because location unequals location. Therefore, having a data-driven approach helps me to widen my scope in the assessment of what drives this asset. So there, the Masters in Finances of this world, or CFA and other charters, they help me to fill my toolbox here. So the choice architecture is normally well covered by investment professionals, also in real estate investing. What's underdeveloped is the relevance of the behavioral side. There, we know from how we interact with our friends, with our family, that it matters with whom I surround myself. You know, whoever has kids of the participants, you know very well that sometimes it matters to not play with this kid, but with that kid. But the very same is true also in professional investment management. The team composition, the collaboration of teams matters, and how it impacts me in my decision making. You might have heard of diversity. Diversity is understood normally either related to gender or to ethnicities, which is good to emphasize for various reasons. When it comes to an investment decision, what matters most is cognitive diversity, no matter which gender we are or what our passport is telling us, where we come from. If we are comparably socialized in our formal education, then our perspective on capital markets is pretty close. It's very synchronized. It's lacking diversity on a cognitive side, which is necessary to assess capital markets and its complexity. This is all rather abstract, what I'm telling you now. It gets more practical in the coming slides. There are only 4 in total, no worries. But the point is, I want you to understand that no matter if we consider behavioral aspects or not, they are present in our decision making. So we better proactively include them, making them a strength in taking most evidence-based investment decisions, so most rational investment decisions. On an individual side, it matters whether I have the willingness and ability to take good investment decisions. And good always translates into most evidence-based, which is a synonym for most rational investment decisions. So it matters, what are the motives? Why do I actually consider an investment? Why do I actually specialize in that profession? If that's too abstract, well, remember last time you woke up one of the mornings saying, it all doesn't make sense to me. Or maybe it does. And that's the trigger point for digging deeper, understanding that asset, that real estate property better than others, because I'm more ambitious in understanding the cues that are offered by that opportunity better than others. So optimizing the quality routines of my investment decision support system is nothing else than developing a comparative advantage over others in professional investment management.